Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your. Oh, yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, your boy out here in the lab, wilding out with my new sweater hoodie, trying to, fashion, a little fashion statement going, I guess. But yeah, I'm out here doing what I do for you in the wee hours of the morning the way I do. Let's rock. Right as in 25 Rule to Live by storyteller. Story with a message in the story for life. I'm giving life lessons. You tune in to receiving them. I hope they're working out for you. Let's go. Right thinking mission, and I'm on it. Hoodie and all. Right thinking mission is to enlighten you, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Know yourself a little bit better. Right thinking's way of life through mental and spiritual discipline daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is to get you to do that. Yours should be to receive it, use it, and then become master of self, aka know thyself. Knowing thyself is the question. Let's go. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. Don't be them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. I'm going to teach them. That's why I do what I do. For you, stay tuned. You know I got you. Okay. A person who knows not and believes that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows but knows not that they know is asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons they reside in you. Right there, because know thyself. And to my eye, be true. Got a good one for you today. And you say it all the time. And all the time. I get a good one for you. Let's go. Right thinkers, let's talk about spiritual order. Should be our new world order. We're spiritual beings having a human experience. And we seem to let the human part dictate what we do, and we should be spiritually driven. Why? Spiritual discipline keeps you on the up and up, keeps you doing the right thing for all the right reasons. Ego is the human side. I keep trying to explain that to you. You got spirit, God, ego, you. Free will, conscious, whatever you want to call it, soul, spirit. But it's two things going on, and you have a choice to do and be and follow whichever one you choose to. Okay, understand that. So let's keep it spiritual. Because spirit is what we all are. Human beings having in common. That we all spirit is what all human beings have in common. The spirit is of God that makes us God-like in spirit. He gave us free will to become conscious of who we are. So, AKA, once you know yourself, you took your free will, used it to your advantage, there's a reward for that. Okay? That's why. If it wasn't nothing for it, you wouldn't have a choice. Why would I have to make a choice if I didn't need nothing? If everything was all good, we wouldn't have bad. Everything was all bad, we didn't no need for good. But it don't work that way, so we have duality and we have conscious, so we can make a decision based on what we think is best for us. And with knowledge, you can do that with no problem. My point with right thinking philosophy is to give you knowledge of self so you can be your best self, aka know yourself. God gave us, again, consciousness, aka free will. If we all thought right, that's New World Order right there. Why? We all thinking alike, we all doing alike. That means good things are happening for all of us across the board. Chaos is what we're living in now, aka hell. The New World Order is not really a new concept or new. No, why? Because the ancient Egyptians ran a one world order, aka Mayat, over 5,000 years ago. That's what I teach, that concept. I went to Egypt just to get the concept that put them in societal harmony for over 4,000 years. That's what I got. Right thinking philosophy, aka Maya. That's what I teach. Now, spirit along with knowledge. Again, spirit is the gimme. Oh, I was blessed to wake up. I hate that phrase. You're not blessed when you woke up. You're blessed when you put in good deeds and you're rewarded with good things that you need in life. We are all the same beings in spirit. Why? Because it's all the same person. Everything is on and from the one. Oh, they got many gods. No, we don't. Just one. Yeah, I didn't make that monotheism. No, it was a long time ago again, another lesson, but trust me. I just give tidbits and knowledge of things that I know about. I ain't trying to be a smart guy, wise guy. I'm just trying to give information that you can use. I call it useful knowledge. Stuff that not just bragging about how smart I am because I know a few things about Egypt. No, I got a point I'm trying to make. Sorry about that. Get back. All right, here you go. Spirituality is what? Learned and lived behavior that would lead you to what? AKA a new world order of what? Enlightened beings. If we all knew ourselves, we would have a problem. But we know that's not going to happen, but it did once upon a time. So I'm not taking the pie in the sky concept. No, I'm taking what I knew was and trying to bring it back. Why? It worked. The enemy of your spirit, watch this, is what? Your ignorant consciousness of higher self, aka set. Your ego is what you identify with. And if you let that lead you, and they keep telling you, you can't know you if the ego is running you. You may believe you know you. Most of y'all do. But watch this. With self-knowledge, we all are spiritually enlightened and can become one with our higher self, aka God. That's what knowledge is for. That's what he gave you consciousness for. If not, he would be on the animal level, the third level, where we just want to generate, repopulate, and that's it. We want to worship, praise, and be closer to God, so we have consciousness. We have lessons that we can learn to make that possible. We've been doing it for a long time now. Y'all call it religion. Mm-hmm. I still say it's spiritual. Let's go. Not changing. Don't care. What I know, I know. And I'm going to do what I know. So if you think what you don't care, I'm going to go with what I know. Watch this. And if we all know ourselves, that's a one world order. And that's a good thing. Why? Because that's what the ancients set forth for us. Since then, it's been cut up, tampered with, corrupted ever since. Bits and pieces here. Few people get it, few people don't. So it's been chaos. Chaos is the opposite. No, it's the opposite of Maya. But without Maya, you have chaos. Bunch of possibilities, but nothing really significant. No order in life. We can have a bunch of possibilities, but without order, that's all it is. Bunch of possibilities. Okay, so understand that. Focus. Understand. We are all individuals, one spirit, but a different mind. That's the freedom to make decisions based on what's best for you, aka conscious or free will. If we can all become right thinkers, right, spiritually enlightened beings, that would be what I would see as a new world order. And everybody ain't got to be it, but we get enough. We can make some noise. So let's start working on that new world order of spiritual beings living spiritually disciplined lives. Make a difference within ourselves first. Next one is spiritual truths. What's spiritual truth? The writings that's been on the wall, we call them hieroglyphic, we call them measuring letter, the writings of God. When you follow the tenets of, we use Maya philosophy of principles, okay? Spiritual truth will be taught to our young. If we did that, that would be an intricate part. Why? Because we have a generations that's not doing what they need to do. Why? Because we gave them the wrong tools. We need to start giving our young the right tools that they can build a foundation to which they can stand on for the rest of their lives. Right now, it's shaky. Why? Because you got a whole bunch of stuff going on and ain't nothing concrete. When our young is taught to know themselves early in life, they will have a good foundation to stand on because truth don't give. It don't change. It don't sway. It stands firm in knowledge and truth. With understanding who you are, you can live off of that for generations to come. I love seeing my young right thinking students taught or learning our heritage, our history from my perspective, and they put it to use in their daily life the way I teach them, and they doing swell. I didn't do my class. I had a student do my class. I heard she did an excellent job. This was for you, my girl. And because she's been paying attention, she's been listening, she's involved, engulfed in it, we have a communication that I can lay the message to her. And everybody said, you must give her some tutoring. No, I just gave her a little breakdown of what she should do, and she took it from there. I told her, if you need me, call me. I didn't get a call, but I'm getting nothing but good reports. Good job. That's being a master teacher. That's teaching right thinking philosophy to those who learn they can teach it to others. Wait a minute, I'm not supposed to tell you how to get that one there. Oh, yeah. Now, so you can compare our Afrocentric teachings and learnings to the old teachings and see the difference. Our kids today, I don't know what's going on in the education system, but it's not producing bright people. We a little slow. When I was coming up, we was in the top 3 in education. Now we in the 20s. That scares me. Nobody seems to be paying attention, and I'm keep hearing less and less about the education system getting better. I'm hearing that we subpar across the country in math and writing and reading. The 2 basic tenets to survive with, and we subpar. You wonder why? Nah, I can't go there. I can't go there. Get off the soapbox. I'm gonna have a fun time when I get to do my rant. Y'all ain't gonna like the rant. Trust me. This is formatted. This is laid out for me. The rant, I'm going free will. That scares me a little bit to even be able to do that. But let me get to the list. Let me wrap this up again. When I teach my grandsons, and I do teach them right thinking philosophy, I break it down to them so they understand it just little bits. I give a little bit, just enough that they can take and they use, and they doing fine, okay? And they want more. Spiritual beings, let's talk about this. Spiritual discipline is learned. If learned early in life, will lead you on the road to righteous living and a better person growing up in life with living by truth that you can manifest for yourself. When we got to tell our young, when they get a certain age, forget everything they taught you. Why are we even learning that? Spiritual beings need to live what? Spiritually, but it's by choice. You can live spiritually or you can live egoistically. It's your choice. And a lot of us, because it's easier with the ego, I was one, it's seemed to be, but no, no, no. Take the hard road. Take the high road. If everybody going that way, go that way. Most of us don't want to walk alone. And this walk of spirituality, sometimes you're going to have to be alone as part of the process, first of all. So if you don't get along with you, you're not going to be spiritually enlightened. Why? Because it takes you going inside you to do that. It ain't going to happen outside there. So be your best friend, be your best listener. Okay, whatever it is, you need to start with you. Okay? Spiritual discipline. Okay, I got that one. Now, let's talk about being spiritual beings. Is again by choice. Right thinking philosophy gives you the opportunity to learn things that will help you be a better you. That's all I got for you. Free will means what? I can choose to be ignorant or I can choose to obtain knowledge. I chose the latter. Earlier, I chose the other. So you can change. You can change your karma in life by what? Changing your life from negative to positive. Simple as that. I have knowledge of spiritual truths that I learned over the period of years that I live by when daily. And I teach it. Why? Because I know that. I know about a lot of things, but I know me. So I teach what I know about me to help others. That's what right thinking philosophy is all about. Understand that in any religion, it's the way of life that I live. And if you choose to follow it, you can live it also. If we become spiritual enlightened across the board, spiritual, we are one. Again, my church family, my tier one family, I deal with the church on Sunday. I deal with tier one during the week. I teach, I learn, I fellowship. So that's spiritual environment that I keep myself in. I don't do a whole bunch of other stuff. Don't need to, and really don't want to. I'm comfortable with what I'm doing. When you're comfortable in what you're doing that works for you, that's all that matters. Oh man, you should be doing it. When you got to go, no, you should do whatever you think I should be doing for yourself. And I'm doing what I need to do for myself. That's what I teach. That's what I preach. And that's how I live. There you go. Good little grave out there, but I'm trying to work this thing in. There's a plan. All right, here you go. Now, if religion was abolished and spirituality would be the way of life, aka one world order, living under spiritual discipline concepts that we all can practice and use. It ain't for one set person or people, but as a people, we should all practice the same thing and get the same results across the board, aka the new world order would be what? A world of spiritually enlightened, aka right thinkers, beings. No, when we get to spiritual level, I have a good church family, spiritual based. I got a good tier one family that I work with, spiritually based. We try to keep the religion out of the tier one house because it's all about spiritual, all about knowledge and understanding and treating, doing, and being the right. So that ain't got to be religion, but it's got to be spiritual. So I'm the spiritual advisor. I'm the master teacher. I keep spirituality rolling because we can live off spirituality. Simple. It's all honest and pure. Let's go. I'm about to wrap it up. Again, I appreciate you tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. Thought this was a good one before I started. It got even better, hopefully. Let's do this. If we all knew ourselves, and that's what we should do, it would be a better place, aka a one world order living. Maya, Bob choose right thinking philosophy. No, I acquiesce to Maya. She can drive. I'm just in the car. I appreciate being in the boat. We did ourselves, excuse me, we did know ourselves in ancient times. That was a way of life. It wasn't a religion, it was how they lived. And we keep calling them, no, we call it religion. They call it a way of life. I keep trying to explain that to you. Living as one, as a society across the board, for us, and it's just a dream. Yeah, we can't even imagine that. See, it's not even a possibility. Why? Because we can't see that. I went and learned how it can be done. So I came back to teach it the best I can. I'm gonna get some followers. I got a few, and I appreciate you. But that's what I do, and that's all. For those who use it, it's working for them. I know it's working for me. So for the haters, got something for y'all coming up too. Haters and fakers, aka family members. It's another lesson. Here you go. Yeah, now as long as here we go. Now, living as one in a society. Again, I did that one for just a dream. But right thinking philosophy, it can be a reality. But as long as the powers that be is in control of society, harmonious living is never going to happen. So yeah, it's just a dream. Until we have spiritually enlightened leadership. Once we get somebody in that position of power that understands the true essence of spirituality and a good leader, things will change. But they don't want that. Until we have, okay, last one. Okay. Until we have spiritually enlightened leadership, we will never reach our one world order. We're going to live in chaos and suffering for as long as the powers that be are not spiritually inclined, so we're going to constantly suffer for what? Ignorance. Spiritually being ignorant. So let's wrap this up. Now, if we all became right thinkers, masters, the world would be a better place. And we ain't got to do it over the world, but we can do it collectively amongst ourselves. Let's try that first. I appreciate you. Let's do it.